When they told me you left me, I thought it a lie. But I realized, girl, yet I don't know why. But I couldn't care for you any more than if you never existed. No, I couldn't care for you any more than if you never existed. I thought I would cry, girl, but to my surprise, no tear can form, girl, without any eyes. And I couldn't care for you anymore than if you never existed. No, I couldn't care for you anymore than if you never existed. I had no reason to destroy your dreams, but you were blind with eyes to find that love's a cruel thing. And I couldn't care for you anymore than if you never existed. No, I couldn't care for you anymore than if you never existed. No, I couldn't care for you anymore than if you never existed. No, I
And now, the only show that's in fucking arrears on my last invoice. It's Desperate Losers.
Thank you, Howard. Thank you, Rat Cousin. Welcome. It's been a minute since we've seen the likes of you. In these parts, Desperate Losers, ladies and gentlemen. With me, as always, Chris Creature. With me, not at all, as usual these days, New York Matt. Still out buying milk. We got a lot
So
going
much
on in this episode. The biggest of which I immediately saw that we had a problem with, is that we have launched a Discord. Did you know this, Chris?
I heard a rumor, and I'm dropping the link in the chat if anybody wants to.
Yeah,
The
there
Discord
it is.
the one in the link. Cat Guy Bob is saying the one in the link tree is not.
Yeah, the
working.
one in the link tree is broken. I will fix that when we are not on air. That link changed, and I did not get a chance to fix it. Oh well.
But jump
Real
in the chat. We've got it
professional
there for you.
operation. We got.
Yeah, it's a real. We're what my grandmother might call shimanoots.
I don't know what that means.
It's not great.
It's not.
A little messy, a little sloppy.
Yeah, well, we like it sloppy around here. There's the Discord. We'll get into that more in a bit. But the other little thing that's happening today is it's Sherlock Holmes Day. It is apparently Arthur Conan Doyle Jr.'s 166th birthday. So, yes, wet and sloppy. For all of you out there, happy Sherlock Holmes Day if you celebrate.
I love Sherlock Holmes. I'm a big fan.
I prefer Hemlock Sholmes. Do you know about Hemlock Sholmes?
No.
Oh no, Herlock
That's
Sholmes. Herlock Sholmes. Herlock Sholmes is so like the guy who wrote the Lupin, the Arsène Lupin mystery novels, just like started including Sherlock Holmes in his novels to have like Lupin versus Sherlock Holmes. And he got sued by Arthur Conan Doyle. So in order to avoid those lawsuits, he just changed the name of Sherlock Holmes to Herlock Sholmes. Love it.
I
Anyway.
like that. I like that. No, it's kind of parody, but he got into it at the last minute.
Yeah, it was a real fuck you.
I like the Jeremy Brent Sherlock Holmes. I like a nice evening watching the television, getting cozy.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm a Basil Rathbone man, of course.
I mean, you can't say no to oh god. No, it has to be foggy though. Can't watch a Basil Rathbone movie if there's not enough fog around.
Well, it is foggy in New York City today, right now. Good Basil Rathbone Day for Sherlock Holmes Day. That's about all I have to say about Sherlock Holmes. There's not really any more.
I love the graphic though.
Well,
Nice asset.
You can thank our deteriorating environment and the folks at ChatGPT for this picture of Telly Savalas blowing out 166 candles. You may have noticed, by the way, folks, we have added a little goal. It's a modest goal here at Twitch. We're trying to get to 900,000 followers. So if you have not followed us yet, go ahead and give us the follow here. Howard will assign you some random points. Get some action going on the leaderboard. I got to shout out friend of the show, Bone Amputee, for helping out with the Discord.
The follows just keep coming.
Cat Guy Bob in there, breaking the system a little bit. You get points for unfollowing and refollowing the show. It's not something I can fix in the machinery of the show, and it's just an exploit. Got to give Cat Guy Bob 7 points there. If you keep re-rolling, there is a chance you could get like 100 points. It could be very annoying.
Buck a duck, follower.
Vix gets 4 points there.
All right, 7 and 4.
7 and 4. But anyway, as I was saying, Bone Amputee kind of helped us out. They were doing a little shakedown run of the server, making sure everything was working, and it got me thinking.
New
about
follower, put one on the board, baby.
Who Stu only gets a point there.
Okay.
A lot of, this show would not exist really with callers and the community that it has, but for the fact that, like, when the sinking ship of Adult Swim streams was going down, Bone Amputee started a server, kind of created a place for people from that community to keep gathering, and, years later, Matt was able to go back and let folks know we were doing Desperate Losers again. And so this show would really not exist without them the way that it does, and so I think we have to honor that with one of these.
Ooh.
Oops, not that. We'll get to that in a minute. With one of these.
For service above and beyond, we confer the highest peacetime honor this program has unto you. Bone Amputee. From this day hence, your name shall forever be emblazoned on the great seal of Desperate Losers. Desperate Losers reserves the right to remove your name if you do something racist, sexist, or otherwise turn out to be a sack of shit.
There you have it. Bone Amputee is now only our second VIP, which is a status that we confer if you've done something above and beyond in the Call of Duty. If you've done something we haven't asked for, but something that in some way is essential to this show. I can't even tell you what it would be. It's just a special honor we give. There's no points attached to it. It's just an honor, but we honor you, Bone Amputee. Now, something that is happening over at that Discord, if you were to join it, is that we have relaunched Scritchingo. As you join, Chris will private message you a Scritchingo card. We are going to play this again. If you did not play this in the past, if you do not remember this game, this is basically bingo with numbers from our scratch-offs. And the way that we're going to do it is that any time we have a $10 card or more from the lottery, every single number on that card is going to be Scritchingo eligible. It's going to be a number that you can check off on your card. This is not going to happen super often because right now the show is almost $1,800 in debt, and we are not buying $10 and above scratchers unless we win $10 or more. But every single number will be eligible if you win Scritchingo. If you get that coveted
Scratchingo,
then that's going to be 150 points for you. It's going to be 150 points. So even though it's going to be kind of rare, very worthwhile. Kind of a high risk, high reward situation. Yeah, that's the Discord. That's Scritchingo. We honored Bone Amputee. We got some street team stuff that I want to show off. Let's take a look at that. So y'all know how this works. There's some signs. You can find them at our Blue Sky. You can find them at our Linktree too. You put them up, you get 20 points. This one here from Really Cereal, that's going to be 20 points for Really Cereal. It looks like it's in a park. I like it. We got then this one from Shifty Merchant. Put it up on a trash can, kind of a nice place for it. And Shifty went ahead and put up a couple of dead scratchers on it and then wrote all over it. Yield price correct, Larry King 5s. Win fabulous prizes like Kojak cards, sex toy, baby toy, dog toy. What should it say? The thing I love about Shifty's scrawl all over this flyer on the trash can is someone who finds this in the wild has no fucking idea what Larry King 5s is. No context for this at all. I don't think anyone is going to tear this off. I don't think anyone's going to call in, but I love it. I love the hustle. It's 20 points. This is honestly, people who want to get up on that leaderboard, this is kind of the cheapest, easiest way to get up because you get 20 points for each one you put up. You put up 100 of these. That's like 2,000 points, and now's probably a good time to take a look at that leaderboard, right, Chris?
Yeah, we can check it out.
Let's do it. So we got Sleeve McDykel still at the top with 10,009 points. Shifty in number 2 at 612. Sun King 569. Clarky's here at 510. Bone Amputee at 498. Chewbacca's at 430. Starshine Kitten at 400. Poostu at 385. Visk at 368. And then new caller from last time, Sapphire Blue Ink with 250. That was an incredible run from Sapphire Blue Ink. I don't think anybody's ever won that many points off of one call before. But they could win more today, because I've got an offer for anybody who has been a regular viewer. I feel like we rightfully get a lot of flack for giving too many points to new callers and not honoring people who have been with us for a long time. And I've got this offer. If you are a longtime chatter in our chat, but you have never called in, 200 points for calling in for the first time. So, looking at you, Bone Amputee. I am looking at you, Sun King. Get in there. A lot of points to be had. A lot of points to be had. The number for that. Whoops. That's no good. The number. That's no good. The number for that, as always, is 917-524-7853. Those lines are open. We will be doing some scratchers. We'll play like a little game to figure out if you qualify to play a $5 card, a $2 card, perhaps. There's Avi, perhaps even a $10.
The follows just keep coming.
Hello, Pelican Yawning.
How much
Thank
was
you
that?
For following. That was 7 points.
7
Avi.
points for Pelican Yawning.
Avi,
Hello.
welcome. How you doing?
Good. I just ate a big sandwich.
What was in that sandwich?
Egg salad and green beans and eggplant and mushrooms and onion.
This sounds like a sandwich that is difficult to bite into.
It is, very much so. But
Yeah.
as long as I mostly put on vegetables, I can make very big sandwiches without much harm to my diet.
Nice, but probably like some harm to your shirt if it's a saucy sandwich.
No, I skimp on the sauce. I add adobo for seasoning and
Nice. I love that we get just a little taste of that New York accent on sauce from you, Avi. Avi, would you like to play a qualifying game to see how big a scratcher I'm going to let you scratch today?
Sure. My face is a different story, by the way.
Well, yeah, you got to expect a messy face with a sandwich that tall. Tall sandwich is a messy face. Let's get that on a t-shirt. I've got a game for you, Avi, that nobody likes. You'll remember this.
Who is that? And who is he? We know who he is, but what about them? They look familiar, but does she and her? The answers to these questions could win you prizes galore. All of this. Who is that?
Game. I'm gonna need from you. Who is this?
Was he a major figure in the 90s and 2000s?
This person was a major figure in the 90s and 2000s. In the 70s and 80s, too.
Was he from a country that starts with an I?
He might have been. He might have been. I think.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Saddam Hussein.
Yes. It is Saddam Hussein, Javi. For that correct guess, I'm gonna give you. It wasn't a super hard one. So I feel like maybe the $10 scratcher. We don't want to crack into that so soon, but I will give you. I'll give you 6 scratches on this $1 million grande. And the kind of extra bonus with these cards is that apparently you can go to the Billboard Latin Music Week. That's another thing you could win off this card. So I think that's in Miami. I'm usually in Miami. You could have like a nice little rendezvous at the Latin billboards. So Avi, how do you want to do this? You want to see the winning numbers? You want to see the numbers we got to match? You want to see a bonus? You've got, what did I say, 5 or 6?
Let's go with the winning numbers.
Winning numbers. All right. Call them out. What do you got for me, Avi?
Okay, let's see. This is a pretty big one, so I'm going to go high with 35.
35. Chat, what say you? Avi's saying 35 on this first one. A correct guess on this is going to be 10 points. 10 points. Chris, what do you got for me? What do you think?
I think I'm going to go with your classic 18.
Classic 18. Sun King saying
Yep.
14. Really Cereal's coming in with that 3. Like it. You know, Really Cereal, you call in today. It's 200 points. 15 from old Shifty Merchant. What else we got out there? 13 from Poostu. Bon Appetit with a 22. Let's take a look. Let's see what it is. Today we're scratching with a Philippine Piso.
Nice.
It's a 14. I think I saw that. Sun King.
Nice.
10 points for Sun King.
Hmm.
You know, Sun King, you keep racking them up like that, you might just push Shifty down into number 3. I like it. Especially if you call in. Sun King, you could absolutely demolish today if you called in 917-524-7853 after Avi hangs up. Avi, what do you think the second one is?
I'm going to go with 25.
25. What do we got out there, folks, in Chatland? What do we got for the number 2 spot? 6 from Sun King. Going low. $11 from Shifty. Chris, this is like, this music playing right now, this is one of my favorite bands in the rotation.
Really?
This is the fabulous, in the rotation of this show, not in general, but this is the fabulous Casanovas from, I want to say Barbados. Somewhere in the Caribbean they're from. I want to say it's Barbados. 20 from Really Cereal. Poostu with a 13. Visk, 21. Visk, you're out of town today, right? It's a 19. I don't think we had a 19 in the mix. Uh-oh. Avi, what do you think the third one is?
I'm trying to think if I should go higher or lower. I'm thinking 7.
7. I like it. Classic. Waiting on a ride to Boston, Visk. 7's a classic lucky number.
Ooh,
Avi,
are you going to take what's the Feng Hua?
Ooh, you take your hands into your life. Or your life into your hands on the old Feng Hua.
I've ridden that bus a few
I feel like
times, and the Megabus. I
They've
eventually
gotten better, right? I haven't heard of one tipping over in a while.
They do break down on the regs.
Yeah. 24 from Shifty. Really Cereal with an 8. Avi, before I scratch this, you had a sandwich today. You're usually a soup man. Are you more of a soup man or a sandwich man?
I think
honestly,
those two...
I'd say I'm usually more of a sandwich man.
A sandwich man. Wow, you wouldn't know it on this
But
show.
since my diet started, I've been mostly eating mostly with soup.
All right. How about your Yunkel? Your Yunkel more of a soup or a sandwich man?
Hold on. Are you more of a soup person or a sandwich? Are you a soup man or a sandwich man?
I love that the Yunkel is always
He's on Team Soup.
Oh, wow. A divide in the house of Izor. All right. Let's give this thing a scratch. Let's see what it is. Avi, remind me real quick. What number did you pick for the middle one?
7.
7. It's an 11. Chris, did anyone have an 11?
Sorry, I'm dishing out Skirchingo cards right now.
That's all right. This show is
Take a look.
all about being kind of sloppy on awarding people points.
Was Shifty Merchants 11 before or after the scratch?
We got to do forensics on the chat to figure that out. Otherwise, we do have a Shifty trial coming up from last time.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, I
So
did not want
here's
to get
the thing.
involved.
Here's the thing: sandwiches are better for eating large amounts of food, but soups have stronger flavor.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Biscuit out.
I agree. I agree. Some trouble with biscuit over there at Chris Creature's house. How do you feel about like a soup sandwich, kind of like melange? How do you feel about a French dip?
My uncle says that sandwiches are inhibited by their necessity to have bread. You can eat what's inside of them.
Tell your uncle to get the fuck out. Just 100% wrong.
I'm not
sandwiches.
going to tell him that. I'm not going to tell him that.
Put him on Put me on speaker. Get the fuck out. A sandwich is only helped by its bread. There's no bread encumbrance. Bread is like it's not an encumbrance. It's like a +3 to attack.
I agree with you, but here's the thing. Can you eat the contents of a sandwich without the bread?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Can you call a soup without smooth liquid?
No. You're just eating a pile at that point.
Exactly.
Just a hot salad.
But it's not a sandwich without the bread. It's the same situation.
Yes, but it's enjoyable to have the contents of a sandwich without eating it with bread.
Well, depending what's on in the pile, might be great too.
Where are you on the KFC Double Down debate? Sandwich or not?
I don't think that's a sandwich. I don't think it's a sandwich.
Exactly.
Because if that's a sandwich, then the fried chicken on its own is a sandwich because it's covered in breading. It's
Or is it a dumpling because it's encased in a bread?
That is a.
I feel like this is the rest of the show.
I don't
we
know.
Start talking what's a sandwich or not. I'm not into that. I'm not into like that internet debate. You know, I feel the same way about sandwiches as I feel about pornography. I know it when I see it. We're looking at the fourth winning number, Avi. What do you think it is? What do you think it is?
We can't just do one numbers. It's got to be like a 24.
Yeah, I'm not seeing high numbers on this. You would think a $5 ticket would have higher numbers, but so far 19 is the highest we've seen. Sun King says 25. Shifty says 2. Sapphire Blue Ink, welcome back. That's a 1. Love to see Sapphire Blue Ink back in the chat. Call in later, too. You know what? For a return call, I was giving 200 points to lurkers who haven't called in before. Sapphire, for a return call, just to kind of cement you as part of the Desperate Losers universe. I'll give you 25 points for a call in later on. That's a 6 from Really Serial. Everybody's going low. Let's find out. Low was the right move, but it's a 3. I don't think anyone had a 3. Did they, Chris?
No 3s. And everybody who joined the Discord should have
3 and 7 are like
go.
3 and 7 are like my go-to low numbers. I should have.
They're great numbers, you know. 3. Classic number.
I may as well just follow the herd and say that the last number is 17.
17. I like it. Chat, get in here with some guesses. Let's get some more points on the board. That's that Discord. I'll throw it up so people can see it. That's the link to the Discord. You join the Discord, you get a Scratchingo card, which you get some numbers off of that for any card that's $10 or more. $10 or more. We haven't played one of those yet, but we'll definitely flag it for everyone. We got a 12 from Bone Amputee, 8 from Sun King Pustu, with an unlucky 13 Shifty, with a 5. With a 5. Oh, I like that rudeness from Pustu. And Pustu, I would imagine, is an expert on soup. Let's take a look. Let's see what it is. It is the loneliest number. It is a 1. Did we have any ones out
That's
there?
as
I know
low
there
as it
were ones
goes.
Before.
No, we have no ones.
File this away in the memory banks, fam. The $1 Million Grande, not so grande when it comes to the numbers. Avi, you got
Gotta
one
go
more
low.
scratch.
You have to go low to get high.
I'm feeling generous because you did very well on Who Is That, and you were game about it. Everybody hates that game. Everybody absolutely hates that fucking game, and you did not.
I don't hate
high.
that game.
You don't hate that game. I mean civilians. Civilians hate that game. We of course love that game. Muggles. Yes. All the muggles in the audience, they hate that game. I love it. You love it. But Avi, you were game to play it. I'm gonna give you 3 more scratches. You want a bonus or you want one of these numbers?
I'm going to do one of the numbers.
Let's do it, Avi. Avi, if we get into the Billboard Latin Music Week, are you down to come to Miami and go see? I imagine that Bad Bunny will be there. I know you're a big Bad Bunny guy.
Nah, I'm not a bunny head.
Is that what they're called? That seems...
Yeah, it doesn't seem right. Surely they're bunny cabezas or something. Avi, where do you want this winning? Where do you want this?
I know it's not right. I just tried to say the first thing that came in my head, but I don't really follow a lot of that, a lot of music right now. So.
Yeah, there was a guy who I went to college with who got very drunk, and this was like in the era when Gasolina was a big hit. And it came on, and the guy goes, "Oh, reggaeton! I love that song."
Oh.
One of the
Bad Bunny's fans are known as Los Conejos, which is the rabbits, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Visc say they're the Bun Bun crew. You know what, Poostu? We should get an installation at Art Basel. But do you know how much it costs to have an installation there?
But we do that thing that people do at the Met where somebody just walks in and uses 3M tape to add their art to the wall.
Yeah, we could do that. I feel like also we should just set up a table and buy the porta potties, maybe stream live from the Art Basel porta potties. That'd be a move
I love that for you.
Yeah. Oh, you're immediately checking out. I like how you put yourself at arm's length from this idea, Chris. You love it for me. Avi, where do you want this first scratch?
Second row vertical. Top.
Second row. You want this one?
Vertical.
Vertical.
I want this. That one. Yeah, I basically just closed my eyes and just put my finger on the one that I hit, and that was it.
Let's do it. What do you think it is? What do you think it could be?
Oh, there's so many opportunities here. I'm gonna say 12.
12. I like it. Wouldn't be a winner for us. So that's going to be a fuck you from me to you for just betting against us. Shifty also betting against us with a 2. Sun King.
The winning numbers are so close to each other that it's almost asking.
I don't like this card. I got a bad feeling about it. I got a feeling we are not going to see Bad Bunny. Sun King 5-1 from Poostu. I like that, Poostu.
Oh, is Poostu suggesting money laundering? That's probably the only way this show could make money.
We should launder money. Anybody who's got dirty money, bring it in. We'll clean it right up. Visc with a 12. Sapphire Blue Ink with an 18. This show's lucky number. Let's take a look. Let's find out.
Desperate Launderers.
It's a 20.
Yes, the at-night version.
Desperate Launderers. Yes. Yes. Chris, you must have some friends who are made men, right?
No one has 23.
You grew up in Jersey. You don't know any made men?
I mean, I do remember one of our neighbors getting arrested for being affiliated, and everyone's like, they're like, I thought he was a hairdresser, and I was like, his house had marble columns.
Well, he might just be Persian. You never know.
That's true. He was not Persian. I do love or Greek. Gosh, I love a Greek house.
Who doesn't love a Greek house? There's a great one that's like a cocaine mansion in Miami, right on the intercoastal. It's got like an eagle and next time I'm down that way, I will take a picture of it. I'll throw it up in our wonderful blue sky. Follow us over there. I'll throw a picture up there. Avi, where do you want this next scratch?
You see that lower right corner?
I do.
The one to the left of it.
You want this one? I like that you are picking kind of common
Yeah, that one.
words that require describing one square to get to the other. Let's see what the prize is before we reveal the number. Ooh, a jackpot! Avi,
Oh,
this could be $1 million goddamn dollars. Do you
It's
know what
usually a
happens
crueler
if
number.
we win $1 million?
You can make a modestly budgeted indie film.
No. We just hang up. This stream is over. We disappear into the night. That's what happens if we win $1 million. Avi, what do you think it is? You gotta bet a winning number. You know, this is $1 million.
You want me a bit of winning number? I'm going to say 3.
Here's my
Because we
here's
don't
my
know.
promise to you, Avi. If I win $1 million right now, I'll give you 20. Sun King with an 18, Sapphire Inc. with a 12.
We all know 3 is the magic number.
3 is the magic number. It's the divinity, the 3 musketeers,
3 amigos.
3 amigos. That's about it. That's all that comes.
The
to
Holy
mind.
Trinity.
Nothing else. We did that one.
Oh, we did? Who are that?
We did.
Is that the 3 amigos? No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
we got God Jeepers and the Holy Spook. We got him in there. Sapphire Blue Ink with that 12. Let's take a look. I want to know. Did we win $1 million? Let's get. You know what? Let's get a drum roll for this thing.
Yeah.
It's 21. We did not
Blackjack.
win $1 million. We did not win $1 million. I mean, I'm sorry I led you astray. I'm sorry I led you astray and made you guess a winning number. Give Avi 2 points for being a good sport.
Okay.
Oh no, Visk! How terrible! Well, at least you can still watch this show. Are you doing the Mega Bus? What are you doing, Visk? You doing the Bolt? How you getting to Boston? Avi, where do you want this last scratch? Greyhound.
Top right.
Wow. You know, one time I was on a Greyhound from New York to Boston, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Next to me was a lady giving a man a hand job for 45 minutes.
Oh.
Like right
That
across
was-
the aisle.
Oh my gosh.
They had like a little blanket, but it was not a big enough blanket.
Oh no. I
Yeah.
feel like that's like its own thing.
It is. It is. They're getting off on it in some way. Avi, where are we gonna do this last one?
Top right.
Top right. I like it. Let's see what the prize is.
This is all random,
Avi.
by the way. I've been.
Avi,
Ooh.
this is another jackpot. This is another shot at $1 million, a chance for redemption.
This is all random. I've been just closing my eyes and putting my finger on the screen.
I'm
choose
feeling
these.
really good about you right now. Avi, if we win $1 million, I'm going to give you $20,000. How do you like that?
That'd be awesome. Really awesome.
Yeah. I would probably pay an insane gift tax on that. We'd have to figure out some way that, we can launder that. You know, maybe
$20,000 is a gift tax?
Yeah, maybe you come over to the house, you clean some plates or something. I'll pay you $20,000 to do some dishes. We'll work this out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a tax way to do this. 20 from Sun King. Sun King betting against us, getting $1 million. Shifty saying 2, also betting against us, winning $1 million. Fuck you, Shifty. Fisk with a 9. Don't like that either. I'd like to see a number where we win $1 million. Avi, what do you think it is? Sapphire Blue with that 18. It's our lucky number, but it
Do
would be
you
today.
want the dream or do you want honesty?
I want honesty, Avi.
25.
Fuck you. Let's take a look. It's a 28.
Ah.
We did not win $1 million. Did anyone get anything, Chris?
No. We got if we added a couple together we could have gotten it, but no.
That doesn't count. That's gonna be.
What's going to be next? I mean, if it rains outside, I'm not going outside. I could get struck by lightning.
No idea what that was in reference to. I'm sure Shifty doesn't remember either. But it's a point for him. Folks, you know, you can call in the number at any time. Even when we're not on the air, you leave a message. If you've got something great that would sound good out of context, I might turn it into a drop. And then if we play that drop on the show, you're going to earn some royalties. You're going to earn a point for every time we play one of your drops. Shifty has left hundreds of these. Hundreds of these.
They've lost about 10 to 12 pounds since the beginning of this month.
Whoa! Whoa, in 1 month?
Yeah.
Wow, is this just diet or are you doing exercise too?
It's mostly diet with exercise.
Wow, you must be starving over there.
I'm not really as much as I thought. Sometimes, but I think I just haven't been, eating giant sandwiches all the time, and now I'm losing weight.
Wow, that deserves a round of applause. Maybe it even deserves one of these.
I would want to go for Reunity right now.
Yeah, well, we do. That is a diet. That is part of. We have that as our official diet for this show.
I mean,
saw that post.
Have you also seen the Vogue diet where it's like just a bottle of wine every day from the 70s?
Wow, that's basically our diet. We discovered this on like an episode past that like one 80-ounce glass of Reuniti is 2,000 calories. All you need in a day.
I mean, if you squint, it's sort of a juice cleanse.
Yeah, it is. It is. Telly's into it. Telly loves it. He's on the Reuniti diet, the official diet of.
All right, I gotta let someone else on the line.
All right, see you later, Avi. Wish our best to your Yunkle, even though he is fucking wrong about sandwiches. Bye.
Bye.
Here's the Vogue diet.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me get that up. 1 hard-boiled egg, 1 glass of white wine, should be dry. Chablis, black coffee. That's a fucked up brext. Lunch,
You're gonna
2
have
eggs.
You're gonna have
poached if necessary. Hard-boiled is best. What are the circumstances in which you would be like, hey, it's got to be poached? 2 glasses white wine. This is not a real diet. This is a joke, right?
No, this is real. This was published in Vogue in the 70s, and this is how to lose 5 pounds in 3 days.
Wow. Black coffee, and then dinner, steak, grill with black pepper, lemon juice, another white wine, 1 bottle all day. Black coffee. What is it? And at the bottom it says opposite Benito 1926. Is there just Benito Mussolini on the opposite page? Is that what?
I don't know. I can't fill you in on. This is a close crop here.
Well, we'll never know. We'll never know if it was Benito Mussolini. And Shifty's saying that 1 beer has 200 some calories. I don't know. I haven't looked at the label, but I'll say this: if you are a long time, chatter here, but you haven't called in yet, you could win 200 points by calling in. Sapphire Bluing, you could win 25 just for calling back in. Love to see repeat callers. We're playing for $1 million today. For 1 million. If we don't have any callers for the moment, maybe now's a good time to do the trial.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we got to get that. I mean, the trial's very important.
We got to deal with that. So, on the last episode, there was a little bit of dissent about whether I had allocated points correctly. So let's take a look at that.
It's nice for not be the one on trial for once. I mean, Shifty's always on trial, but
yeah. When have you been on trial?
When Shifty? Yeah, I was on trial. I was on trial.
Whatever. Yeah, you were on trial. All right.
Times.
Here it is. is the trial of Shifty Merchant 2. Too Fast, Too Furious. We've got 3 pieces of evidence today. The way this is going to work, chat, is that I'm going to show you some evidence, and you're gonna decide whether Shifty's in the right or whether we had it correct. Although before we get to the evidence, I actually got a voicemail that is directly relevant to this case that I think I need to play. Let's do that. Oh, there's Pooh Stew. Hold on a second. Pooh Stew, welcome. You have something to say about this trial, I'm assuming?
Oh, I want to be part of the prosecution.
All right.
Well, yeah, you can be part of the prosecution. There's someone else who also has some had some words for Shifty. I think you've got somebody on your side in this. Although, if you are part of the prosecution, Pooh Stew, I'm going to say you cannot vote. You cannot vote in the chat. You know, you can't be prosecuting and also be in the jury. You're cool with that?
That's fine. You already know what the vote's going to be.
I don't know. We're gonna have to see. So I've got this voicemail. Let's take a look at this voicemail, then we'll get into the trial.
You have one new message.
Hello, losers. This is 1970s televisual superstar Telly Savalas calling you from heaven. I was relaxing in my penthouse watching the show last week. Lights dimmed. The mood was right. Champagne on ice. And I was in my best velvet tracksuit. And that plant number I got from Botany 500. But even better than all that was that I was parked on the settee rank next to the most voluptuous rump in all of heaven. Raquel Welch. Ooh, mama. You could bounce a quarter off that ass and he would make change in nickels. Over the course of the last few months, we've been getting real cozy. I almost had her convinced to finally let me get to second base. Over the pads each day. There she is, long nails stroking the top of my velvet draped thigh, without a nowhere Shifty Merchant calls it the S-show and has the unmitigated gall to say he never heard of me before. Raquel started laughing. It was like a knife in my heart and I was bleeding out. I lost wood faster than a burning pirate ship. HJ, bye-bye. Why the fuck do you let this daytime drunk keep calling in? All he ever does is complain about points he did or didn't get. I'll tell you right now, I don't need to see any evidence of this little trial he has coming up. That fuckface is guilty, even if he isn't. Show him the door and give him the chair. That's my official vote. Bye.
End of new messages.
Pooh Stew, Telly Savalas, on your side in this matter.
That was great. Telly Savalas' ghost is pissed.
Yeah. Well, he's not a ghost. He's an angel. He's in heaven. He's in heaven. So we got to look at some evidence. Sorry, you were saying?
Daytime drunk and a daytime drunk and a fuckface.
Yeah.
That's a 1-2 punch.
You know, I don't think Shifty would disagree with daytime drunk. I think he would probably agree with that. I don't know about fuckface, though.
He agreed to having his face fucked, too.
I don't know. Shifty, you could call him later. You could tell us whether you're into having your face fucked. Let's take a look at some evidence in this trial. It's a 26.
He's ripping off my voice is what he's doing.
It's a 26. Oh, that's some points for Sapphire. It's going to be 20 points for Sapphire. This is a red letter day for Sapphire.
Hey, didn't I say 26? Let's reverse.
Did you say 26? Chat, I don't remember.
I thought I said 26.
I legitimately don't remember, chat. Confirm
it's a winner
this.
for 26. I want my points.
Confirm this, chat.
Back me up here.
Help him out, chat. Help out,
Or did
Shifty.
I say 29? I don't know. I said 20-something. It was 26.
A 20-something is not going to do it. Only a 26 is going to do it.
Come on. Somebody Somebody say I was right.
Shifty,
Damn
you want to do a trial about this?
Well, this time I'm pretty sure.
And there you have it. That's the claim we're looking at. Pooh Stew. At this point in the trial, you're prosecuting. What do you want to say?
My memory recalls him saying something like 29, and he was
20?
talking about how he was 6 beers deep a few minutes ago, so that's how the 6 got in his head, and then he latched onto it when he won.
So you think there's like an unconscious beer counter going in Shifty's head, and it's feeding him numbers?
I mean, it wasn't unconscious. He was telling us proudly how many beers at like 10 a.m. that he's drunk.
From the chat, Shifty, how sure are you feeling about this case right now? I'd like to know. He at the time he was feeling pretty sure because we got this. So I got this email from Shifty. I cannot wait for the second trial of Shifty Merchant, titled The Exoneration. Kind of presumptuous to title the trial for us. Nobody had my back. Nobody remembered except the guy who drinks and smokes weed all show. I forgot to remind you about my point earlier. I want my point. He had already gotten that point. Pooh Stew. So this kind of corroborates your claim here that Shifty, he's obviously operating in a haze of alcohol.
You should remove that sender and mark it as spam.
Are you kidding? Shifty is like 80% of my emails. This show wouldn't get any emails if it wasn't for Shifty. We love Shifty Merchant's emails on this show. And the only thing I love more than Shifty Merchant's emails is this fierce Pooh Stew Shifty rivalry. It's the moonlighting will they won't they of Desperate Losers.
They won't. I hope they won't.
And now that we just found out that Shifty's bi, this could really happen for you, Pooh Stew. Could happen for you. Let's take a look at the last little bit of evidence. The $10 spot, Shifty. I'm looking for a number here. What do you think?
26.
26. I like it. It would be a win for us. It would be $10. Now, I want to point something out here. That is not the spot in question. The $50 spot was the spot in question. I think Shifty was wrong here. I think that if we go back and to Exhibit A, you'll see that it was not the $10 slot. I think Shifty was confused. I'll play that one again. Just a second. It's a 26.
He's ripping off my voice is what he's doing.
It's a 26. Oh, that's some points for Sapphire. Holy shit. Wait a minute. It's going to be 20 points for Sapphire. Wait a minute. I was wrong there. It was the $10 slot. I think Shifty did get that right. Pooh Stew, you're prosecuting this case. What do you think?
Well, I mean, the evidence is the evidence. I mean, I could keep prosecuting, but if the recording states 26, then you must acquit.
You must. That's coming from the prosecutor of this case. Now, I have to say, that would be the just thing to do. And it would be the thing that would honor the points on the leaderboard. It's the right thing to do. Shifty wants to play the evidence again. I'm going to honor that, Shifty. I am going to play it again for you. Just one moment here. Let's take a look at that evidence. The $10 spot, Shifty. I'm looking for a number here. What do you think?
26.
26. I like it. It would be a win for us. It would be $10. I mean, he did call 26. If you're being fair, you gotta say not guilty. However, we don't live in a fair or just world. Everything is crumbling around us. The Republicans just voted to get rid of everybody's fucking Medicaid. We don't live in a just world, and so I'm going to stick with whatever the chat says, even though it would be an absolute miscarriage of justice to not find Shifty not guilty and award him those points, which this was in the last 30 minutes of the show, so points were doubled. It would be at least a a 20 point for just guessing the number right. But it was a win. So I got to say, this is like 50 points on the line here. This is
A
like
not
50
insignificant
points.
number.
Not insignificant. This would really put Shifty up like beyond reach for Bone Amputee, unless a Bone Amputee calls in. Bone Amputee calls in, Bone Amputee's in that number 2 slot. But yeah, that's
Shifty, I can assure you that Sleeve McDykel, not Sleeve McDougal, Donegal,
yeah,
is,
I'll agree.
is real.
Sleeve McDougal does not exist. I 100% agree with that. Sleeve McDougal does not exist. Let's get some music going again. Pooh, you're saying not guilty. It seems like the chat is saying not guilty.
All right, let's
Yeah,
adjust.
he might be guilty of a lot of things, but this doesn't seem to be one of them.
I like your fair-mindedness in this matter. I'm going to give you 3 points for being a good prosecutor and really upholding justice. And for Shifty, I'm going to give you one of these.
Who loves you, baby? I do.
Well, Shifty did not get his wish, or Shifty got his wish here. Telly Savalas did not. Telly Savalas did not. He did not get the guilty he was looking for. Pooh, you're called in. What do you say we play a game?
Oh wait, so how many points do I owe Shifty then? So do we need to add some?
50 points.
Okay.
That's 50 big ones for Shifty Merchant.
Just wanted to make sure that that's where we were going.
That is where we're going. And you know what? I think the court should award some damages too, because he was owed those 50 points last time. I feel like there's some interest we should throw on that. Another 10 points. Make it a nice 60.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, Pooh, would you like to play a little warm-up game? And based on the results of the game, we'll decide what we're going to play and how much of it we're going to play.
Sounds
if you
good.
Get this right, it'll be your choice what we play. Let's do a little Who Is That?
Who is that? And who is he? We know who he is, but what about them? They look familiar, but does she and her? The answers to these questions could win you prizes galore. All of this. Who is that?
There might be a little bit of a delay here, Stu, but there is our person. This person, a very notable person. You could ask me some questions. If you get this right, I'll give you 25 points. For each question you ask me, I'll take away a point.
When I was 9, I was this person for Halloween.
That's a free one, right off the bat. This next little section here, Pooh is really gonna kind of give the game away. It's gonna tell you something about what this person does.
Oh.
Sense of who this is. Or a question you want to ask.
This is the. Is that? Yes. That's the lady who got her kneecap smashed.
It is that lady. It is Nancy Kerrigan. Nancy Kerrigan. That's 100% right. I think that's full points. Didn't ask any questions. Full points on that. And because you won that, you get to pick what game you want to play. I'll tell you what I got for you. We could do some more scratches. We got Larry King 5s. We got your all-time favorite, The Price Is All Correct. What do you want to play?
I play The Price Is All Correct all the time. I want to give that to the people this episode. And I want to play Larry King 5s.
You want to play Larry King 5s? Oh, shit. We haven't played that in a minute. Hold on, let me, I gotta move some things around to play Larry King 5s. One moment. Here we go, Larry King 5s.
The nightly news is out, and Larry King is in.
What a way to make a living.
There it is, Larry King 5s. You know how this game works, Pooh Stew, but for anyone who hasn't seen this game before, the way it works is it's like a digital scratcher kind of situation here. I'm gonna scratch away on this card and I'm gonna reveal the people, and we're gonna kind of guess who they are as we go along. The scratcher part of the game, you win by matching one of Larry King's winning guests to one of your guests. If you, however, reveal Geraldo Rivera, it's an immediate lose for us. Geraldo is the avatar of loss on Desperate Losers. So try not to get a Geraldo. Pooh Stew, I'm going to reveal some eyes. Let's see if you can guess who any of these folks are. Got some eyes there. Some eyes there. Here's some more eyes. Now, all of these people, they're all going to be the kind of people who were on Larry King Live in the 80s and 90s. So these are all going to be like celebrities and political figures, people from arts and letters, you know, folks from a lot of the big walks of life. That was kind of what was great about Larry King Live. Anybody could turn up on that show. I'll give you a little bit of a zoom there. Hold on a second. Let me just adjust that zoom before I do that. Can you see this well enough, Pooh Stew?
You already said you were going to zoom it. I was going to ask you to do that.
Yeah, I am going to zoom it for you.
Thank you.
Just adjusting that zoom, and there it is. There it is. There's that zoom for you. You recognize any of these eyes.
All right.
There's some very famous people in this mix. Some very famous people.
That's the second to the right isn't Red Fox, is it?
Red Fox, that is the kind of person who we would put in a game. I'll give you a little bit of the hairline, see if you still feel like this might be Red Fox. This is a bald head. I'm not really feeling Red Fox.
No, he means
second to the right.
Oh, second to the right. The hairline is.
Or is that? That's Mandela. Is that Mandela?
It could be. It is Nelson Mandela. Give Pooh Stew 15 points.
Awesome.
Excellent guess. Pooh Stew, you know anybody else on this card? You must. The center one. You gotta know who the center one is. You're a child of the 90s, aren't you?
I am. Well, I'm technically the late 80s, but I was a kid in the 90s, yeah.
Yeah.
Without seeing any more, I want to say like Avril Lavigne or something like that.
Avril Lavigne. That's an excellent guess. Excellent guess. Chat, do you have any guesses for us out there? We're talking this middle one. This person, very famous in the 90s. I'll give you a little bit. I'll give you the whole hair. Very, very famous in the 90s. Visk saying the last one might be Queen Latifah. Could be. Liza guessing Fiona Apple. That's not a correct guess, and you'll see how hilarious that guess is in just a moment. Pooh Stew, you still sticking with Avril Lavigne?
I mean, I don't think it's Avril Lavigne anymore. Now I want to say like Parker.
Does that help?
K?
First letter's a K. Juliette Lewis from Bon Appetit. That was pre-revelation of the K. First letter in this person's first name is a K.
I don't know. I want to say the person on the right is that the Jamaican psychic lady?
You know what? It is Miss Cleo.
Yeah.
That's another 25. Red letter. Pooh Stew just dominating Larry King 5s. I don't think... Has anyone ever done this well, Larry King 5?
No, they have not.
This is... this might be your new game, my friend. Any other clarity on who this K person might be?
The K person, I'm still drawing a blank, but is second from the left George Foreman?
Second from the left, is this George Foreman? Any other guesses from the chat before I reveal this? I forgot to do that with Miss Cleo. Any guesses from the chat who this one here we're saying might be George Foreman? Any guesses as to who this might be? Shifty is saying Dr. Dre.
It's a good guess.
It's a good guess. Sun King saying Isaac Hayes. Let's find out. Let's find out, fam.
Really good guess.
That is Isaac Hayes.
Hey.
That's gonna be 25 points for Sun King. Ooh, late guess from Sapphire Blake, Sinead O'Connor. That is a wonderful guess for this game. Absolutely the kind of person who would be in Larry King 5s. Visk was saying that I scrolled off for me, Chris. Visk had a guess on this person in the first slot.
I can roll back. Hold on, here we go. Visk, Tiffany.
Tiffany, that's a great guess. It's not Tiffany. I'm revealing that because I'm about to give you all a hint. Everyone left in the winning guests died tragically.
Oh. I know who it is. That's all you need to tell me.
Gone before their time. In fact, I think everyone on this board might be dead. Miss Cleo's dead, right?
That Visk answer, Aaliyah.
You want to piggyback on that? I'll let you piggyback
I'll piggyback
on that.
if I can. I mean, I stole it from him, but I'll piggyback on it.
I'll only give you 10 points. But if this is Aaliyah, that's gonna be 25 for Visk. It's gonna be 10 points for you. It is Aaliyah. Now this center one, I can't believe you haven't.
I figured it out. I think I figured it out. I figured out the middle.
Who do you think it is?
It's Kurt Cobain. It's Kurt Cobain.
Let's take a look. It is Kurt Cobain. I think Sun King had this one too. That's another 25 points for you. Man, you are really just rocketing up the charts. I would not be surprised by the end of this game. Sorry, you're saying Pustu?
Did I just bucket 75 points?
You sure did.
Yeah.
You sure did. By the end of this game, you might be giving Mark McGuire a little Sammy Sosa run for his money in Shifty Merchant. Where do you want our first scratch of Larry K's? Where would you like your first guest to go?
Let's do 10. Let's do 10.
Let's find out.
Pustu has rocketed up the leaderboard and is now coming in fourth.
Coming in fourth.
Hell yeah.
Wow. I think Pustu was like 9 before. This is a game that moves, you know? Desperate Losers is really anybody's game at any time. All right, we got a little bit of a head here. Do you have a sense of who this one could be? Oh, I forgot to scroll you down. Stand by. Forgot that you can't see as much as I can. There you go. All right. You have a sense of who this might be here.
And the top of that head looks familiar.
If I don't 100% remember who this is, if this is who I think it is, this is a very, very celebrated head. Very well respected in their field.
I'll give Chad a second.
Give Chad a second. I'm also going to give you a first letter. This is who I think it is. First name starts with an S. Starts with an S out there, chat. Respected head. Outstanding in their field. Chris, do you have a sense of who this is?
No, I thought I did. Now I don't.
Sun King goes
I was going to say...
Poitier. Shifty Merchant agreeing with Sun King for 10 points. Liza VP also agreeing with Sun King for 10 points. You want to get on this train?
All right. Yeah, I'll get on the train.
You feeling Poitier? Anybody else want to get on this train before we get the full scratch? Visk is Choo Choo. I think that cat with sunglasses means Sapphire is on this too. Let's find out. This is very much looking like Mr. Sidney Poitier. You know, people hate this show, but they're winning so many points right now. I feel like this is going to become everyone's favorite game.
Well, if you're doing stuff from the 90s instead of stuff from the 50s, it helps.
It's always been people from the 90s. It's always been. You know,
No, it's been like electricity stuff from right when hard.
It's been like, you know, like Ronald Reagan was in one. Like, not hard people. Yeah, y'all just don't know your 90s trivia. I think also Shifty has played a lot of this game, and Shifty is maybe not the strongest Larry King 5's player. You got another choice on this board. You're still alive, Pustu. Where do you want it?
Let's do 1.
1. A man of extremes. Do you know who this person is?
Is that Lucy Liu?
Could be. Chat, what do you think? Any other guesses out there? Anybody want to get on the train? Anybody want to guess otherwise? This is your chance to win 10 or 25 points. Booster saying it's Lucy Liu. If you get on this train like Shifty just did, that's 10 points. Sun King saying 10. Visk saying Lucy Liu. Liza agreeing. This game gives away too many points. We should maybe introduce some negative points for getting it wrong. Let's find out. It is. You guys are killing it. It's Lucy Liu.
Wow.
Wow. That was great, Pustu. Where do you want the next one?
So I have a question because I'm trying to keep up on my end. For piggybacking on Sidney Poitier, do I get 10 or do I get the full 25?
You got 10.
You got 10.
The piggyback is worth 10.
Okay, so that's 2 piggybacks and 4 correct answers.
Shifty also agreeing with you that these are way easier. I just don't. I think you guys, you know, I think maybe people were not in a good headspace to play. The game is
ooh, and that last 10 points with the Lucy Liu, that bumped him up one more spot. We've got Pustu in 3rd place, right behind Shifty Merchant and Sleepy Dykel.
It's finally happening. The Sammy Sosa Mark McGuire contest of wills that I've wanted for this game is finally emerging.
Everything's going according to plan.
Everything. I'm like Bud Selig over here, just absolutely over the moon. You guys keep roiding up. Let's keep this home run derby going. Where do you want this next one? Now, beware. There could be a Geraldo out there, which would be the end of this game.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to go with 5 this time.
5. Let's take a look. Not a Geraldo. Not a Geraldo. Give you the rest of the hair.
Is that Michael Jackson?
Could be.
Or Janet Jackson. It's
Could
Janet
be Michael,
Jackson.
could be Janet. In the, you know, this is 80s to 90s. This could be bad era Michael. Could be any era Janet.
It's the nose. The nose.
Liza
gave
going
it away.
LaToya. I like that Liza went LaToya. Shifty's going Michael. Sapphire agreeing that this is a LaToya. A LaToya would be a... I don't remember who this is. I do not remember
It's a Jackson for sure.
It's got to
It's
be a Jackson.
100%.
You know, they've got that bad nose job that, like, isn't that funny? You know, like, they all look alike because they all got the same bad plastic surgery.
I wonder if Michael paid the other family members to do it so that he could say it was natural.
No.
Oh.
I mean, he definitely artificially whitened his skin and claimed it was vitiligo. But a nose job, I don't think you can claim a nose job is natural. You know, we all saw his nose in the 70s.
I thought he was saying that he hadn't done any work done, like up until later in his.
He said that, but nobody believed it. You know,
Of course
vitiligo is
nobody
more
believed
believable. All right, let's take a look. Where everybody have their Jackson in? Where are you landing? Final Jackson, Pustu.
I was going to ask if you'd give us a first letter, but I guess I'd give it away.
No. Gives it away. Gives it away. You gotta pick a Jackson and stick.
It's LaToya.
It's LaToya. This could also be Jackie Stallone.
It could be.
It is LaToya Jackson. That's full 25 for Liza VP. She had it first. Liza, it's been a minute since you called in. You call in, I'll give you extra points. LaToya Jackson. I'll give you a second, Chris, because I know there's a lot of going back and forth to figure out who is owed what.
Well, it's just Liza and Pooh, right?
No, I think
not
that's
everyone.
No. People agreeing with
if they agree.
Liza.
If they agree afterwards,
10. It's
okay.
10. It's 10.
All right.
It's 10. You know.
Let's
Maybe
see.
we won't juice the numbers so much. We're gonna live with these numbers, but this game feels a little too juiced. A little too easy. Too many points on the table.
We need some juice when Matt's gone, because when Matt's here, it's just like, oh, you get 2 points. Great.
It's true. When Matt comes back, this place is like a Soviet supermarket.
Oh, you won. Here's 0.5 points.
Although Matt has given out the most points. He was given 400 points for new callers. A lot of people on the upper end of the leaderboard. I think Liza got a piece of that.
That's called pandering. That's pandering.
Yeah. Well, what do you think this is, Pustu?
This is the best. This is the best call I've had in a while. This is fun.
I agree. This is one of the great calls of Desperate Losers. You got another place on this board here. Where do you want?
We're gonna go with 6.
6. Let's take a look. I like that you're working from the outside in. Ooh. I don't think I want to give the hair on this one. I feel like the hair might give away too much.
Rosie O'Donnell.
You're saying Rosie O'Donnell. Anybody else got a guess out there in Chatland? I like that Shifty is voting for Geraldo. Like, Shifty, do you not realize you could win a shit ton of points yourself? You could win a shit ton of points yourself, but he would rather sink the ship than see you win. We're getting a lot of agreement out there. Game Quoter saying, Game Quoter, welcome back to chat. Game Quoter saying it looks like Rosie, but NPT agreeing.
Game Quoter, Rosie.
Shifty Merchant, too angry. 2 just stewing in his own venom to agree. Let's do a reveal. I think you got this. You're great at this game, my friend. Rosie O'Donnell. I feel like since we moved into the regular section, it's been nothing but wins for you.
I'm stoked
Shifty,
on it. I'm
Shifty
loving
claiming this is rigged. Shifty, this is as rigged for you as anybody else, my friend. You could be coasting on these points, you know? You could be slowing down Pustu's just dominance in this by hitching your wagon to his guesses. I mean, clearly, Stu knows what's up in the 90s. There's 6 on the board here.
I'm keeping up with the math on my end. I've got 5 wins and 3 piggybacks, so that's 155 points.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, you're only 130 behind Shifty now, so you're really close to just knocking him into third.
Shifty whining that pass cards were impossible. He's asking for another trial.
If I think the rest of this card, I'll be right on his ace.
Yeah, I think you will.
Yeah, you will. You may knock him out.
Wow.
Let's go with 3. Let's
go with a 3. All right, it's not a Geraldo. I don't know if this is a win. It could be somebody from up top. Might not be. What do you think? I'm just you and eyes here. Game Quarter coming with Jerry Orbach. I like Jerry Orbach. Jerry Orbach, exactly the kind of person who this could and maybe should be.
Nothing so far.
Liza VP's drawing blanks on this one. Shifty, come in here. You come in with a guess. This could be your chance. Sun King coming in with Cosby.
Oh, Sun King. I think Sun King's one.
That's a great guess. I'm going to say this, though, Sun King, and this is not to knock your guess, but every time I pull a picture, it's from the 90s or the 80s. So Cosby would not... This person is feeling a little older. I'm not sure if this is Cosby. Shifty's saying that this is a guy from a cult. If this is a guy from a cult, Shifty, I'll give you quarter points for that. I need a name for full points, though. What do you got for me, Pustu?
Nothing yet. Can I get a little more?
I give you a tiny bit more, but you're winning a lot of points. I don't want to. I want to keep this competitive. You got a little bit more of a hairline there.
Oh man, it looks like the guy from The Sopranos.
Ooh, it could be any of those guys from The Sopranos. Who do you mean?
Is The Sopranos a cult?
Johnny. It looks like Johnny Sapp to me.
Could be. I'm gonna do a reveal here. Let's find out. Now, you've already locked in your answer, but do you know who this is yet? Call it in as soon as you know who this is. You're gonna be kicking yourself.
Oh, Shifty got it.
Oh, man.
Shifty got it in the chat.
Did he get it before we did a full reveal?
He did. He got it before we revealed the name. As soon as actually before you really even started swiping.
Wow. You know what? This is your call, Chris, because
I would say honestly, you know that I hate giving Shifty points, but I think that he
this is full
deserves
points
the
for
25.
Shifty?
Yeah.
25 points for Shifty. All right, you have a 1 in 5 chance of either winning this or losing this card on your next pick here. This has been very fruitful for you, Pustu. The longer you can stay alive and not have a winner or a loser, the more points you can win in Larry King 5s. And you're picking exceptionally well. Where do you want it?
This is great. You're doing a great job. 8. Let's do 8.
This flattery is not going to get you any points, but I appreciate it. We're seeing some eyes here. We are seeing some eyes. These are some intense eyes. These eyes have seen some shit.
That's Nelson Mandela.
It would be a win. It would be the end of this game. It would be a win. The win would get you 5 points. On top of 25 for being correct, if that is the case. Anybody out there want to ride this train? Anybody else have other guesses?
Yes, Liza. If the
Mandela,
if the downstairs guests match the upstairs guests, it's a winner.
Yeah, there you go. Show you the whole card so you can see. It's like a regular scratcher. On this scratcher, at least one of the winning guests is in the mix. Geraldo would be an automatic loss. Pustu saying this is Mandela. Anybody else want that? Sun King agreeing. Shifty going with a very young Mandela. Very young. Any other train riders? Anybody else want a different crack at this? Maybe somebody out there thinks that this is Dao Zhenping. You know? Could have been on Larry King Live in the 80s. Bon Appetit's going Mandela. That's a big vote of confidence for you this whole game, Pustu. That's got to feel good that everybody's out there riding your train.
Feeling good. Feeling great. It's a good day.
Let's find out. This is feeling very Mandela. This is.
Oh, yeah.
It is Nelson Mandela. That's a winner. 5 points on top of the 25 for 30 points. Was it a young Mandela? It was the same age Mandela, but I think we should still give Shifty the 10 points for his little choo-choo on that.
Yes.
Thank you for playing, Pooh-Stew.
Yeah,
Great call.
I love that everybody got some points today. We're all
Yeah.
getting shit right.
Yeah.
This is great.
Liza did great in that game too. I feel like Liza
Yeah,
must have.
Liza and Sun King got some moves. Sapphire even got a little extra points action.
Is the leaderboard ready? Let's
It
take
will
a
be
look.
ready in 3, 2, 1. All right.
All right, I'm gonna give it a second because it has to update on my end too. Pooh-Stew, do you feel like this is your best call to date?
I mean, as far as points go, hell yeah. And I got to prosecute Shifty. It's great.
You did. Of course, Shifty won that trial, so you're kind of 0 for 1 on prosecutions.
That's fine.
Wow, Shifty at 709. Wow. Shifty, very comfortable lead there. Pooh-Stew at 573, though, very firmly in second place. 50 points ahead of Sun King, but Sun King is a beast at the Price is All Correct. I feel like a good Price is All Correct. Sun King might really threaten your position there. Clarky is here, still at 510. Clarky, if you're watching, call in. Bon Appetit, 498. Bon Appetit, you could be at 698. Just call in.
Yeah, call in phone.
Yeah. Pooh-Stew, thank you. Thank you for calling.
Yeah. Have a good one.
See you next week. Bye. Been a minute since we've seen Starshine Kitten. Wow. What a game. What a game.
That was something.
I feel, you know what I like about that game? I feel like Larry King 5 is back on the menu.
Yeah. Back on the menu, boys. Get ready for people on their way up and they're on their way down.
Call in, Bon Appetit. That's going to be 200 points just for the call. Just for the call. And on top of whatever you win. You know, you could really knock Shifty off his game. Of course, Shifty, you could call in.
I know. If Shifty calls in, I mean, he will.
He will. Shifty always calls in. It's, you know, Shifty is he's reliable. We love him. I love getting we got a really good voicemail from Shifty this week. It didn't really quite fit in with Telly's voicemail, so it didn't make it into the voicemails for this week, but I'm definitely going to use the voicemail you left us this week at some point. It's definitely going to get in there. Chris, is there any other show business we had to attend to? I don't even remember what is on our list.
There was we just had a lot of games and things to get through, but I feel like we've gone through all of our...
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
In fact, we're about 30 minutes until...
Are we?
Well, yeah, we're at 12:20.
Boy, is this day going fast! Only 30 minutes left to go.
We might run a little long today, but you know what? For the rest of the time that we are playing, points are doubled. I'm not going to double the first time calls, though. I'm not going to be...
No, that's crazy.
400 points. That's a little nuts.
That's Matt territory.
Still 200, but like, you know, Liza VP with the Phyllis Diller. Liza VP knows her stuff. Give Liza VP just 10 points for knowing Phyllis Diller.
Okay.
You know, I like to see it. I like to see people who know their history. Liza VP, there is no way that you are old enough for Phyllis Diller. Oh, who else was on the Larry King card? You know what? I don't want to say. I don't want to say because I'm going to recycle them into future Larry King 5s. Bon Appetit. Everybody wants you to call in. You call in. VIP today. Be a real red letter day to do this. I'll give you a crack at the set for life. You know, this would unlock some numbers for everybody who has joined the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, there's that link. Chris, you want to throw it in the chat for anybody who might have joined?
Sure,
if you join
I am.
that Discord, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get a Scratchingo card. What is Scratchingo?
Scratchingo!
It's bingo, except that the numbers come from scratchers, and the scratchers have to be $10 or more to be Scratchingo qualifying numbers. We don't have any Scratchingo qualifying numbers. Of course, we would have Skrchenko qualifying numbers if Bone APT would call in, guaranteed. Somebody else calls in, does particularly well in a qualifying game, we might have them too. Might have them too. That number is 917-524-7853.
And our folks who have joined the Discord, I have gotten to all of you. You have all been added, and you all have your Skrchenko cards. Who is
Sapphire!
it?
Sapphire! That's 25 points for Sapphire. Welcome back, Sapphire.
Good up boner right from the start.
I love it. I love it. I love it. How are you doing? How have you been since the last time we talked to you?
God, it's been so long.
I know. A full 7 days. Full 7 days. I like the repeat business. I love having you back. You know, and I like, you know, I don't have anything else to add to that. That was kind of the end of the thought. Chris, what do you got going on in your lap over there?
Oh, the cat. This cat, if I'm working, she doesn't care. But as soon as we go live, she knows.
Wow. What is this cat's name? Whose ass are we seeing right now?
Lucille is, she was born on Ralph Avenue in Brooklyn.
Nice.
And now she lives out here with me on the homestead.
Wow, we lost your former self. Oh, we lost Sapphire. Sapphire, call back in. Call back in, Sapphire.
I mean, who's gonna find me in Brooklyn? I'm not there.
Well, but you're doxing your past self.
Oh, well, I was under a different name then. So.
For anybody
Actually,
in the
no.
audience with a time machine, you fucked yourself.
Got it. If someone could intervene.
Welcome back, Sapphire.
Thank you. Sorry, we all know the crack, and I've got a cracked screen on my regular phone, so I'm on Wi-Fi right now. So sorry.
No worries. There's no need to apologize. This place is it's a welcoming environment for anybody who wants to call in. How would you like to play a little pre-qualifying game to figure out what we're going to be scratching? Of course, you could also choose to play one of our other games. Let's take. How about we play a little dog toy, baby toy, sex toy?
Well, I seemed to do well last time.
You did. It's your game. Let's take a.
It's time for everyone's favorite guessing game. Dog toy, baby toy, or sex toy? Jesus, are you being real? That's the game?
So we're looking at this. A couple of purple rings. Could be anything, really. Could be a dog toy. Could be a baby toy. Could be a sex toy. Of course, if it is a sex toy, everybody knows this. We could get kicked off of Twitch.
I'm dog.
So you're going dog. All right, but anybody who is not following us on YouTube or join the Discord, you're gonna want to do it because this could be the end. If this is a cock ring, this is the end of Desperate Losers. Possibly, if somebody narcs on us. Of course, we can't just get away with it. That would be my preference.
Yeah,
just get away with it. There's our socials, though. You're saying dog. What about this? Says screams dog toy to you, Sapphire.
It looks like a pull toy.
Looks like a pull toy. Wow, just calling it. Let's take a look at a review. If you're correct, this is going to be 20 points because points are doubled. Let's take a look at the review, and you could change your answer for 10 points. So, here's the review. Super Spielzug, ich habe mittlerweile 3 dieser Rings und mein Blank. Liebet hätte davon der größte ist allerdings erst was so dick und er für Blank gedacht. Wir machen eben dennoch, weil mein Big Ol' Blank fall nicht. Dann nehmen wir den mittleren Big Long Blank und kein Mangel. Das tut funktioniert. Saui dem Spaß keinen Abbruch. I don't know if that review is helping you. I don't know if I was pronouncing anything correctly there. I don't. Anyone out there who speaks German, how did I do? Wow. I've of course blanked out anything relevant in here.
Somehow you knew.
I don't know German. Wow, Bon Appetit speaks a little bit. All right, so that's a confirmation from a partial speaker that my German wasn't so bad. I'll give you a closer look at it. It was whatever this is, be it cock ring, be it teething toy, be it a pull toy, as you say. 5 stars from a Super Spielzug, which means super game something or other. Who knows? Maybe this is Game Writer writing something in German. Sapphire Blue Ink. You still feeling dog toy?
I want to know how you knew the relevance if you can't read the language.
What?
I want to know how you knew the relevance if you can't read the language.
I Google Translate. I translated it and I figured out which words I should remove in case Poostu saying German immediately means kinky. Cat Guy Bob, though, saying it's a dog toy. Agreeing with your first guest. It's gonna be a teething ring. I could see popping this in the freezer, throwing it to a baby.
Not fun enough.
What do you think?
I'm sticking with the dog.
Sticking with the dog. Let's take a look. It is! And it is a pull toy. Sapphire, do you have dogs? How did you know?
Oh, I do not. However, Mom was a dog whisperer and a dog trainer. So.
Wow. What does that mean, to be a dog whisperer?
I don't know.
I like it, though.
I just go with what they say.
I like
Not
it.
really, though.
And
yeah, so, I had huh?
You got it right. I'm going to give you your choice here. There's a bunch of things we can play. I can give you a crack at any of these cards you want. A 2, a 5, a 10, which would open up some scratchingos for anyone. Could also give you a chance to play The Price is All Correct. What do you think?
I want the price.
You want The Price is All Correct?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here it is.
Look there, the carpet. The point. Getting it.
Oh, you're cutting out there, Sapphire. We'll catch you on the other side of this. All right, Sapphire. I think you know how to play this game, but I'll explain it anyway. This is a game that bears no relation to The Price is Right. I'm going to show you an item from the 1902 Sears catalog, and you're going to guess the price. And this is also open to chat. Whoever is closest without going over is going to get 10 points, doubled to 20, because we are in the last 30 minutes. Are you ready to take a look at the first item, Sapphire? Oh, I lost Sapphire.
Oh, she gone.
I lost Sapphire. Call back in, though. This game is still open for you. We're still playing The Price is All Correct. This game is yours. Call in. You know, I missed the context for this message from Cat Guy Bob. I like it without context, though. It's a real dog toy, baby toy, sex toy mystery for me. Sapphire! Welcome back, Sapphire.
Okay, thank you.
No worries.
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? Let's take a look at the first item. It is 1902's own N95 Dust Protector. Against dust, it is the greatest protector ever made. For threshers, grain men, millers, farmers, and everyone whose duties call him into dusty places, it is worth 1,000 times its cost as a protection for the lungs. Thousands are saved from consumption. No miller, grain buyer, thresher, or farmer is safe without one. Made of fine metal, handsomely nickel-plated, bound with chamois skin, and adjustable to any head by a strong elastic band. Absolutely indestructible. So it's metal face mask. Metal like N95 kind of situation. Sapphire, what do you think?
Okay, am I supposed to see an image or is this an audio?
No, there's an image. You gotta pop into the. Can you look at the show on a phone, on a second phone or a computer or something?
Hold on. Maybe it didn't. Okay. No, okay, I see it now. Reset now. Oh my
All right,
god.
you got it.
What? What is this supposed to be for? A dust protector. Okay.
This is a dust protector. It's like an N95 kind of mask. It's made of metal, handsomely nickel-plated, bound with chamois skin, adjustable to any head by a strong elastic band. It's absolutely indestructible. Just as a point of reference, Sapphire, in this world of the 1902
$1.99. Oh, that's
$1.99. So you're saying 2 castrating knives for this handsome mask. Shifty's saying 10 cents. Don't let that throw you. Shifty is often wrong. We'll get some more answers from the chat, Sapphire. I'll give you a chance to amend your answer if you're not feeling it. Sun King coming in with $1.75. Sun King is very good at this game. People have accused Sun King of cheating. Cat Guy Bob coming in with $1. Oh, $1.99. $1.99 from Cat Guy Bob. Coming in higher than Sun King. Real dick move would be to come in at $1.76. 99 cents from Bonanza T. Sapphire, you still feeling $2, or you want to change it?
Well, I actually said $1.99, then I said $1.95.
$1.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to stick with it?
$1.99. Yeah.
$1.99. Cat Guy Bob, you're gonna have to change your answer because we've got $1.99 on the board. Bonanza T coming in 101. Cat Guy Bob 175. Let's take a look. Let's find out how much the dust protector costs. 75 cents, 5 cents extra if posted.
Who's
by
Stu?
mail.
Right on the money.
Holy shit! Right on the money. What do we say? 20 points?
Yeah, sure.
Give him an extra 5 for being right on the money. That's a crazy thing. Sapphire, are you ready for the next item?
Yeah.
Don't be nervous. This is you got this. You got
That
this.
picture is just cracking me up. So yeah, I'm ready for the next image.
I love it. All right, let's take a look. It's an invalid's wheelchair. That's the actual name in the catalog, invalid's wheelchair. In designing this chair for use of invalids, everything for their comfort has been considered. Light, durable, yet so constructed as to afford the greatest comfort without sacrificing the necessary strength. The framework is of oak and fitted with an open cane, which is cool and elastic and practically never wears out. The dimensions are such to be large enough for a person weighing 250 pounds, and we make larger sizes to order. This chair will go through any ordinary doorway. God, that was a different time, right? 250 pounds, the fattest anyone could imagine an American would be.
1120.
1120. I like it. I like the specificity. Shifty Merchant coming in with 1550. Let's get some other guesses in here. Sapphire, I'll give you a chance, of course, to change. Cat Guy Bob with 12.99. 10.75 from Sun King. Purported cheater at this game. Of course, Sun King, you come in and defend yourself from a lot of those claims people have made in the past. That would be 200 points.
Yeah.
Being a regular chatter, no time caller. Is that the end? 750 from Bone. New VIP Bone Amputee. Keeper of the Flame, really, in the Adult Swim Streams world. Speaking of Adult Swim Streams, it was kind of nice to see Rat Cousin for half a second promoting his own shit and saying nothing to us. Any other guesses out there in TV land? Oh, we lost Sapphire and call back. It's tough managing a cracked screen. I had a cracked screen for years. It was terrible. You know what the worst thing about the cracked screen is? You like constantly almost cutting your finger.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Sapphire.
I'm one of those people that when I get on the phone, I can't stay still.
You know what? I like it. I like it. You bring a very like ebullient, nervous energy to the show, which I love. I hope this becomes a regular thing.
I'm making the phone the exact way.
Love it. Of course, you can always call back as many times as you want. There's no shame in accidentally hanging up on a cracked screen. The invalid's wheelchair. You're sticking with your answer, Sapphire. You want to amend it. Booster's amending. $19.
You know, I 20.
Still going 20. Shifty Merchant now accusing you
Yep,
of being a day
that's
drinker.
11:20.
I don't know if that's true.
I'll
And if
take
you
it.
are, I
False-
can't
I'll take the
imagine you're.
accusation.
Are you keeping pace with Shifty? How many beers are you up to right now?
I'm gonna guess
Oh, I'm
6.
so keeping pace with shit.
Maybe this is the new Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire. Who is drunker on this show? You or Shifty Merchant? Shifty's on his 8th.
Line him up!
Are we ready to see this price? You got your answer locked in, Sapphire?
Yes, 11:20.
11:20. Let's take a look.
Crack kill, Shifty. Careful.
13.75. 11:20 is an excellent guess. Who's got it closest, Chris?
I guess Cat Guy Bob at $12.99.
At $12.99. Wow. That's pretty close. You know, within $1. That's good in this world. Sapphire, how did you find us? I don't think I asked you last time.
What did you say?
How did you find us? How did you start watching this show?
Bone amputee? Bone
nice.
amputee?
You're a friend of Bone Amputees. Nice. New VIP. Bone Amputee. We've got one last regular item in the catalog. There will, of course, be a bonus game. The bonus game, very dangerous. Bonus games are always very dangerous in this world. You can always walk away. Avi has walked away from a bonus game. Maybe the only person.
I can't walk away when I lose my signal.
Let's take. Are you ready, Sapphire? Can we take a look at the next item?
Totally ready.
Let's do it.
Yep.
It's a grass suit. It's basically a ghillie suit from the turn of the century for wild goose, duck, and all kinds of shorebird shooting. This grass suit is now being worn by sportsmen everywhere.
I know that they mean it's being worn by lots of different sportsmen around the world, but I like the idea that they are wearing it.
Yeah, these guys are like, it's like tackle football in this grass suit. I like it. Made of long, tough, imported marsh grass into a cape coat with hood. It weighs less than 4 pounds and is convenient to wear and shoot from. Made good waterproofs in rainy weather and is easily packed and carried. Hunters appreciate the value of this
This is
suit.
real shit you're showing, right?
This is what?
Real shit you're showing, yeah.
This is real shit. All of this is real. Hunters appreciate the value of these suits as no bind or Bauhaus is necessary when shooting on marshes. So this is for trekking in swamps. You put on this big old grass suit. You hide and shoot at animals.
Listen,
cheating to me.
I gotta tell a story. I gotta tell a story.
Let's hear it.
I don't know if it's a proud one, but where I lived before where I am now, my neighbor was, I'm just gonna have to say obsessed with me. And
Like
my
in a bad way,
partner
like
was
like a stalker situation?
well, I can't say that that's necessarily bad. I mean, it was never hurtful, but it's just so. My partner was walking down the sidewalk. It was just turned evening, and he comes back and he's got arm in arm the neighbor, and he's like, "Check this out!" And he's all proud. Mind you, I don't have my contacts in. Okay, so I'm not seeing all that clearly. And he's like, "Look, he made a." And he's like pointing at my neighbor's hat, and he had taken the long grass leaves and made a hat and was hiding out in the grass. And I'm like, trying to figure out, am I supposed to be happy and impressed? Like, what is going on here? So my partner is like, wow, I'm glad you're here. We got some work to do, and just totally put him to work on chores.
Wow. Totally Tom Sawyer's ass. I love it. I love it.
That's pretty
that story is worth 15 points, doubled to 30. Give Sapphire 30 points. We love getting an anecdote on this show. I don't know if you knew this,
Okay,
Sapphire.
so as soon as I saw the picture, I was like, oh my god. Okay, so that's like gonna be like maybe 50 cents, I think.
50 cents for the grass suit. I like it. Cat Guy Bob coming in high at $9.99. Cat Guy Bob, that's like 10 castrating knives. Sun King, 85 cents. You know, Pustu, most people would take that as an insult, but I love Walter Goggins. He's a great guy. He was in my cousin's movie, and they still get Christmas cards from Walter Goggins. He's got some pretty crazy Christmas cards. If it wouldn't dox him, because his address is right on it, I'd scan one and show it to you guys. Pustu, I didn't think you meant it to be insulting. I was just yanking your chain. Shifty Merchant coming in with $3.50. Let's go ahead and take a look at the price. You still feeling good about your guess, Sapphire?
Yeah.
All right, remind me, what was your guess?
I got 5 on it, 50 cents.
50 cents. All right, let's take a look. How much for this grass suit?
It's gonna be worn everywhere.
90 cents. 90
Ooh.
cents. I feel like there were a lot of guesses that were close. Chris, who has
Sun
this?
King has it at 85 cents.
Wow.
Hot damn.
Sun King, the undisputed champion of this game. Sun King. I don't know how Sun King divines them, but they do. Sapphire. This is where we get to the bonus game. Now the bonus game, very dangerous. Very dangerous. You're gonna have to bet some points. I'm gonna show you what the game is, and you can decide whether you want to play or whether you want to walk away. But you know, you got some points just for even showing up today. Let's go ahead and reveal the last game. A day's wage. All right, so this game would be for you and you alone. This one is not open to the chat. I'm going to show you an item from the Sears catalog 1902. I'm going to show you a profession from 1902 or thereabouts. Whenever we can get statistics from it, and you tell me whether the person could afford that item on just like a day's page, a week's page, whatever it turns out to be. It's a simple yes or no. It's a 50-50 shot. Would you like to play this game?
Yeah.
How many points do you want to bet on this game? And you can. There's two kinds of points in this world. You got.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm a bone winner no matter what because I don't have any points.
You have some points. How many points you got?
Nope, it shows 0 on my. It shows 0 on my end.
No, it's
I ain't complaining.
on your end.
Yep.
You got 400 points, girl.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you're looking. Not sure where you're looking, but there's 400
well,
points.
I'm looking at my screen, but I'd be happy to send a screenshot to Discord if you guys want to figure it out.
Send us a screenshot. If you're looking at the points in the Discord, those might be old.
No. Here at Twitch.
All right. Well, we don't. The points do not show up on Twitch. It's its own separate Google Docs universe.
Okay.
You've got 400
that
points.
Could be one, probably.
You can bet either the points that are your spot on the leaderboard, so you can jump up the leaderboard. You can bet the points that you use to win prizes because they're separate, or you can bet them both. You give me an amount and which kind of points you want to spend, and we'll play the game. Or you can walk away. You're always free to walk away.
Oh, I mean, I already told you can't walk away. Then can't lose connection with.
Let's do it. Let's do it then.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
What do you want to bet?
I think I'm absolutely fair, and I think that
Oh, did we lose Sapphire again? We might have. We might have lost Sapphire.
Just may have.
Just may have.
Oh, good for you, Visk, on the bus and moving.
Nice. Glad to see it. Visk, definitely make sure you get some of that JP Licks ice cream. It's maybe, I take it back, it might not be the best ice cream in America, but it's definitely top 10. It's excellent ice cream. Hey, we did lose Sapphire. Alright, well, we'll wait. Sapphire will call back. Chris?
Yes.
What's been your favorite item you've seen in the Sears catalog so far?
Oh boy. I think the goat harness, the whole goat harness situation was pretty great, especially because there was the double goat harness, and we got to discuss that.
Yes, which was more than twice the single harness. Welcome back, Sapphire.
Oh, thank you. Good to be back.
Always love having you back. How much you want to bet on this game?
I'm bet all.
Betting it all.
Wow,
Those kinds
and
of points.
You only have to
I'll go there.
You only have to bet your one kind of points, and you have 400. Right
Julie
now.
Warren.
Yeah, Sapphire thought they had 0 points. You know, I feel like this is a good move. This would put you like in number 2, wouldn't it?
If she wins, yeah.
All right, let's take a look. Let's find out. All the points on the line. This is as dramatic as it gets. This is great for the show. Thank you, Sapphire. So here we go. In 1908, could a black fisherman in South Carolina afford this 3-piece Turkish parlor set on an entire month's pay? Oh, we lost Sapphire. Sapphire will call back and we'll get that bet in.
What do you guys think in the chat?
Yeah, it won't be for points for anybody else. This is strictly a Sapphire game.
I remember seeing this set before. We've seen this
set before. I don't remember
set.
how much it was. There's Sapphire. Hey, Sapphire.
And the cat came back the very next day. Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for having me. Always good to be on the show. Always good to be on the show.
Yes, I think you've gotten the
I'm
most
betting it all. I'm
welcomes
betting
in
it
a
all.
single
It's a big
episode. So, in 1908, Sapphire,
I was duly warned by my counsel.
I like that everybody's lawyering up on this show now. In 1908, could a South Carolinian black fisherman afford this Turkish 3-piece parlor set on an entire month's pay? This is based on the highest prevailing wage. I think this is, I think that this average may, we'll see when we reveal it, but I think it comes to us from the Census Bureau.
Turkish rice parlors.
Yeah, so this is gonna have a divan. It's gonna have an armchair. It's gonna have a little love seat. If I remember correctly, this is like fine, heavily worsted fabric. It's like a nice set. A nice set. Could a South Carolinian black fisherman afford to furnish his entire living room on 1 month's pay? Oh, lost him again. You know what? Here's a bet for the chat. Chat, will this be the last phone call from Sapphire, or will it drop again? I'm gonna say 10 points if you get it correct. We're gonna see another drop call or not for 10 points, chat. Fisk saying no. There's Sapphire. Welcome back, Sapphire.
Hey, check this out. My signal was full. My app straight up. My Google app hung up on you.
Oh, wow.
They didn't like me about color. Yep, they're listening. Always.
Yeah, they are.
That's
I would not be surprised for Google to be against
Unreal.
this 1908 South Carolinian blackfish.
I'm impressed. Anyway, so my answer was no.
Your answer is no. Your answer is no.
Yeah,
That's a good bet. That's a good bet.
I don't think Sears without clocking how good they actually were.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, their stuff was cheap, but also I feel like black people in 1908, they probably made like half to a quarter of what white people made. Let's take a look.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that they're out there clocking what they were actually doing and their actual success, right?
Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Yes! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, just barely.
Oh, just barely.
Yes, oh,
Yes,
no.
$17.55 for the set. The average wage in South Carolina from the U.S.
Census
Fisheries of the U.S. 1908 report $25, and that was with board. Because I think what would happen back then is like it was
Except
seasonal.
you were boned.
You probably got put up in a terrible place, and then you got paid. Oh no, that's all your points, Sapphire.
That's
But you know,
you're not gotta call back and get my points back. Cause Shifty, I'm coming for you.
there are
Come
so
for it,
many
Curtin.
chances to win. You do a
I'm coming
good
for Curtin.
streak on Larry King 5s. You could definitely take down Shifty. Nobody is safe in this game. That's what I want everyone to take away from today. You should live in constant fear of being knocked off the leaderboard. No one is safe.
Coming for curtains. Coming for curtains.
Sapphire, sorry you didn't win this. Sorry you didn't tower above everyone on the leaderboard, but thank you for
Smiles are all that matter.
Thank you for being part of this show. You're always welcome here.
Thank
Call
you.
us back next week.
Cool, I will.
Bye-bye.
Aloha.
An aloha. I like it. You know, we haven't heard from Shifty. Chris, how are you feeling? Do you want to keep the show going or you want to end it?
That was pretty strong. Oh,
There's Shifty.
is that Shifty?
It is Shifty. Shifty, a merchant, triumphant today in his trial. This is your press conference, like outside the courthouse. What do you have to say about today's proceedings?
I was proud of myself for remembering what happened when nobody else believed in me. I knew what I said. I stuck with my guns, and I was like, this time I was not going to be wrong. I was not going to be wrong, and I stand amongst all the rest of you exonerated.
Yeah, you have been, of these charges, you have been exonerated, Shifty. Awarded damages, too. You know, interest for those points you didn't get when you should have gotten them. Shifty, I have not been in the Discord because I've been running the show. Have you joined yet?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Nice.
Right now you're sitting at like, I think, 8 people.
Nice. That's not bad. There's more people watching. You know, we got 18 watching. Get in there, chat.
Not seeing 19, man.
19. Get in
Who are all these people?
the Discord. There's the link. Chris will
There's some lurkers, that's for sure.
Yeah, quit lurking. Get in here. Win some points. There's so many prizes. We have not even shown the prizes today.
Yeah, we need to check that prize wall.
Let's take a look at it. The prize wall.
Desperate losers.
Prize wall. What a collection of wall-to-wall horse shit.
Chris, I think somebody surpassed 650 points by now, right?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. 2 people have actually.
Wow. Has anyone gone over 750?
Yeah. Shifty actually just did by calling in with his 200 extra points. He's
No,
at
he doesn't
9.
get 200 extra points. He calls in all the time. He
No,
gets jack
Jimmy
nothing
doesn't
for
get that. No way. He's called into every single show. He's not a first-time caller.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
No. You gotta be a first-time caller. Oh, you've been doling out points.
No. All right. Well,
Why it took me so many months to get to the top of the leaderboard because you're throwing away 400 points to everybody.
Well, you got there, man. You can't claim the system's rigged.
No, at least everyone knows I earned it.
Yeah.
Shifty is at 709.
Shifty's at 709.
Oh man, I don't know what prize I really don't know what prize I want to redeem for because they
Shifty.
all look good.
I don't think you should redeem today because right now I can tell you in the next episode that 650 is going to be revealed. If you get 41 points today, you're gonna reveal the 750 spot too. 2 more prizes are going to appear on this board. The prizes we already know about, 25 points. Nobody has claimed this one yet. It's an NFT. An NFT.
A non-functioning.
The picture is not appealing.
It is. That's Matt's
No,
beloved
nobody wants that
dog,
picture.
Chima. Well, there's so many pictures you can get. There's so many NFTs available.
Oh, so it's not just one picture. I get like a whole catalog.
Well, we're gonna give you one. You know, I don't know. I can't tell you what it's gonna be, but there's some good stuff out there. Good stuff.
Oh, so it's so I don't even know what picture I'm going to get.
It's only
a
25
mystery.
points, Shifty. You can't.
It's only
expect
25 points.
You cannot expect the world for 25 points.
Okay,
100 points.
fine. I'm gonna redeem 25 points right now. I want one of those pictures. Send me
All
something.
right, fine. Boom. Take 25 points off of Shifty's score. Shifty, after the show, I'll email you a zip file.
I'm the first and only person who wants one of those pictures.
Yeah, you're going to get one. It's going to be... Now, this is not a non-fungible token. It's a non-functioning token. So you're going to get a zip file with a password. You're not necessarily going to get the password, but you will get the zip file with the picture. I guarantee you there's a picture in it. If you try to crack it on your own, you can buy the password from us at a later date. 100 points, of course, would get you an ad in the countdown. Avi redeemed for this.
Nobody watches those ads.
Everybody watches those ads. What are you kidding?
There's like 3 people watching the ads.
People love those ads. I'm constantly getting, emails from Squarespace and Bonobos. How do we get in the ads? I tell them, call in, win some points. I don't get a single call in from Purple Mattress. None of that shit. No MeUndies calling in, but for 100 points, you get your ad in the countdown. Avi cashed that in. I'm still waiting, Avi, on your copy to be able to do that ad. 200 points gets you, and this is my favorite prize. I don't know how people are not cashing in on this. It's like genuine from the 1970s Kojak trading cards. 300 points. Shifty, you cashed in one of these once. 300 points gets you Geraldo.
No, I did not.
You did.
No, I did not.
You roasted Pooh Stew.
Oh, yeah, the roast. I thought you were talking about the Kojak cards.
No, you didn't
talking
get
about
the Kojak cards. You should get the Kojak cards. This is the best prize.
You were talking about the Kojak cards, not
and then I moved on.
roast.
I moved on to 300 points gets you.
I'm sorry, I was behind. I was listening to the Kojak cards part.
I mean, not surprising that you were behind. 300 points, of course, gets you Geraldo roasting a person of your choice. Or a thing. Could be an abstract concept. 500 points gets you the Nighttime Private Thoughts of Larry King. 650 points gets you something we're going to learn about next episode. 750 points could get you something we learn about next episode if Shifty does well enough today. And 100,000 points, the absolute prize on this show. You become the executive producer of Desperate Losers, and that is not... people think that's like a nothing title. We just give it to you and just take your points. No. You will be part of actual production meetings for this show, weighing in.
Well, I mean, can I buy points?
No.
It's like pretty much impossible to get to 100,000.
Well, you could.
I like that the chat is now aggressively shipping Shifty and Sapphire and going so as far as to make their couple name. And suggest that they're
Chicken, look me up. I'm on Discord. We should talk. I'm off this whole weekend. It's a holiday weekend.
I can't give points, but you know what? I can't give points for a date. I can't. It's like the prime director of this show. I can't interfere. 100,000 in cash from Cat Guy Bob to produce. No. This is not. It would break the sanctity of the points.
I mean, it could
to
take
let people
me
buy
the rest of my life, and I wouldn't get to 100,000 points.
Shifty, the show has been back for what, 3 months, and you're already up to like 709 points. Like you can easily get
so
up there.
1,000 a year, still.
No, 1,000 every like 3 months. You could get there, and you bet big on prices all correct. You win, you could get there faster.
Well, that's a big risk, and as I've seen, it is not worth It's not worth it.
Says the man who plays Scratchers constantly.
Hey, I got lots of money. I don't have that many points. If I lose them all, I got to start all over.
How much you spend on Scratchers a year, Shifty? What do you think?
Oh, I'd say like a $30 or a $50 ticket, like once a month, or if not, like every 3 weeks. Or if I'm really itchy, I'll start buying 5s, just because I want to scratch. And then I spend like 20.
When you're doing your taxes,
20 a week off of like Keno, so like that's 200, 300, probably, I don't know, let's just say less than 1,000 a year on Scratchers.
Less than 1,000 a year on Scratchers. We have so far on this show, we have spent only, I think like $135 on Scratchers so far. That's all. Most of our budget.
Yeah, but I mean, like you think, like I would just say in gambling in general, I probably spend about $1,000 a year, and then you got to think how much did I win back, because I don't lose all of it. I win back some of it,
It's not nearly as much as I spent, but
I'm gonna be
it's
honest.
not like I lost $1,000.
That's less than I thought it was going to be. I would have guessed. Well, before I say, Chris, what would you have guessed that Shifty was spending in a year gambling?
$6,000, whatever the limit for tax deduction is.
My dad didn't even spend that much, and he went to casinos all the time. He was like a VIP at the casino who got free stuff all the time.
Wow.
I don't know, man. That's like $500 a month. You know, that could happen.
Yeah, that could easily.
Yeah, I used to buy a lot of 1s and 2s and 3s just to kill time, just to scratch them because I was addicted. Yeah. And I kind of broke that addiction to where I'm like, screw all those little cards. I'm just going to buy one big card a month, a 30 or a 50. And like sometimes if I got stray cash in my pocket, I'll just throw it in the machine. You know, I buy lottery tickets for the regular lottery, which is impossible to win. But I still play it just in case. So, like, I look at the numbers and they're all there, and I go, screw all you guys. I'm retired. I'm going to go buy a new car and go jet off to France.
Shifty, I got to say,
France.
Going from a $2 scratcher to a $10 scratcher, that's not breaking an addiction. That's changing an addiction.
Well, yeah, I changed the addiction from little tickets every day to, like, bigger tickets once a month. But screw you, Junior Milkshake.
Shifty, would you like to play a little pre-qualifying game to see if see which card I'm going to let you scratch here?
Sure.
All right. Let's I won't give you who is that? I know you hate it. Let's play what should it say? So this is a very famous flyer that is always kind of surreptitiously tucked into subway cars in New York City. Anyone from New York is probably going to know what this is. But what I'm looking for here is the name of what this is. It's a spiritual consultant, powerful master in love. 10 points for a correct answer. But this is the most important part. 20 points for the funniest incorrect answer. Shifty, here it is. Discover the mystery of the psychic. The moon and stars can be yours. Spiritual consultant, powerful master in love. What does this pyramid say? Sapphire Blue ain't coming in with I see all. That's pretty good.
I'm thinking the third eye.
The third eye. That's not very funny, though, Shifty.
The third eye. Well, it's not very funny. Well, some people think of your third eye as being like part of the human anatomy, but okay. I'll think of something better then.
We've learned from recent voicemails of yours that you don't really have a strong sense of the human anatomy.
No, I don't at all.
Or health and wellness, or how the body works.
Or how the body works.
Well, I don't even know.
Or
I
what
might not even
cancer is.
remember what you're talking about. I don't know. Sometimes I don't remember when I call in.
We know, honey.
Yeah.
You guys know, but I don't. You hold it over my head, and I have no idea what they're talking about.
Well, slow down your drinking and maybe you'll remember. Third eye.
Nobody's
blind
slowing down
psychic.
anything here. I'm lucky to be alive.
I am so glad you're alive and in this world, Shifty. You know you're one of my favorites. I can't say who my favorite is, but you are definitely one of my favorites. Third Eye Blind, excellent, Sun King, excellent.
Well,
Cat Guy Bob has the
third
actual
eye was
answer.
kinda-
That's gonna be 10 points for Cat Guy Bob for having the actual answer. Shifty, you got another answer, or you still gonna stick with your shitty answer? I can tell you right now, it's not gonna win. Sun
This
King.
looks like a fucking one-eyed monster with a big open mouth. That's what I think. It's I don't know what it says. It
So
says.
All right, well, let's go ahead and see what it is. This one's not gonna be a win for you, Shifty, but
No, it's all right. I got
That's all
nothing
right.
here.
That's all right. It's Keanu.
Keanu.
Keanu, yeah.
Who would ever guess that if they hadn't seen it?
Well, it
Like,
doesn't
there's
have
no
to be.
way.
The point is not to guess correctly. The point is to make up something that is the best. See
Well,
you
yeah,
later,
but
Sapphire.
still, like, even
Thanks for playing.
I guess I should have just said, like, it's a triangle, it's an eye triangle, it's a pyramid triangle, it's.
But that's not a joke. That's a description.
I don't know what the
I know
joke
you
could
can do
possibly
this.
be,
I know
though.
you can do this because you said it doesn't matter what it is. It's what you make it, Shifty. And I know you've got it in you to make up something funny because you leave us great fucking voicemails all the time. I know you've got comedy chops.
It's harder when you're on the spot, though, and you're just like, I don't know. It's a pyramid. It's a triangle. I'm just describing what it is, but describe what it could be. It could be anything.
Being on the spot is what makes it a game.
It's hard to come up with stuff like when you're on the spot like that. It's
Shifty, I can't give you the set for life.
it's a beautiful woman standing behind a triangle-shaped window, looking outside into the dark.
What the fuck are you describing? That's not a set of words that would go into a text.
That's exactly what it is. I see it now.
Chris, she says, give him the point.
Well,
oh no, I didn't say give you points.
Shifty,
Totally a woman standing right in front of a tiny window, looking outside.
I can't give you the $10 card, but I will give you 3 scratches on the $1 Million Grande if you, if we win that trip to Billboard Latin Music Week. You down? You want to come to Miami? Go to Billboard Latin Music Week? Check out Bad Bunny.
I suppose I probably could, as long as I knew like ahead of time.
Wow, a ringing endorsement.
But
Bad Bunny from shit.
I don't really like Bad Bunny all that much. Put it this way, like in 2 weeks, like 5 blocks away from my house, I'm gonna go see a George Michael tribute band.
All right.
I'll let that soak in. Like everyone's so upset. George Michael tribute guy. He's gonna sing George Michael songs, and it's like I can just walk there from my house. I don't have to fly. I don't have to drive anywhere. I can just walk there with my chair and my cooler, and just sit down and just get fucked up around a bunch of old people, and then just fall down. And somebody will be like, "You all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Go away." And I get up and I walk home and I fall down a lot on the way home.
Cat Guy Bob had a great question there. That question's worth 5 points. Is his name Michael George?
George Michael.
No, the tribute guy. Is his name Michael George?
Oh, it doesn't say. It just says it says George Michael Reborn.
Ooh. Maybe it's
I'll send a picture. Hey, that's what the Discord is for.
What if you turn up?
The Discord exists now, and I will send you the picture.
Yeah, please do. I'd love it. But what if you turn up, though, and instead of being a George Michael tribute like you think it is, George Michael Reborn is just like George Michael is a Christian now, and he is singing hymns.
I think the crowd would not be very happy with that. 'Cause there's going to be like, I don't know, probably 50 people there, maybe 100.
Maybe they're all
We're gonna be
Christians,
sitting
and
around.
you're the only one who doesn't know.
Hot. We're all waiting for the sun to go down so it cools off. Oh, and the concert's over. Great.
All right, Shifty, you got 3 scratches here. Where do you want them? You got the bonuses, too. The bonuses are still open.
I'm not feeling this card. It looks like a loser to me.
Yeah, it does look like a loser. But it could be a winner for you if you guess some numbers correctly.
Can I just go with the 2 bonuses right off the bat?
Yeah. Let's see the bonuses. One of them's 25.
Because a losing ticket, it might look like a loser, but then you win the bonuses.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the bonuses is going to be... no, we're looking for a $25 symbol. So I don't know if there's numbers under there.
I think it's just a symbol or not a symbol.
Yeah. I don't know if... that's like just a 50-50 shot. I don't know if I can give full 20 points on that. I could on the numbers, though.
It's probably going to be 0. It's both going to be losers. But, hey, you asked me if I wanted to use the bonuses, and I said, yeah.
All right.
If you want to go with the numbers, I'll go with the numbers.
Well, no, I'm from your perspective, because I want you to get the most points you possibly can, Shifty. I think points-wise, you're better off going numbers than you are bonuses. Because I don't think I can give you full 20 points for just a bonus guess.
I don't know if it's a winner. Like if it just shows the symbol that means you win, I would think I would get a lot more because that's even more lucky.
But this isn't about luck. It's about skill. Skill of guessing numbers.
All right, fine. All right, number one on the far left. I think that's gonna be a 2 because I've been feeling 2 all day. 2.
Feeling 2 all day.
And it was it was a 23, and there was a 28, and there's a 21. I keep thinking 2, and then all these 20s keep coming up.
Could be a 20.
Right in between the 1 and the 3. It's 2. Not a bad guess.
2. Visk saying 16. Sun King coming in 20. Kekai Bob 17. Any other guesses from chat? This is going to be 20 points if you get this correct. 20 goddamn points if you get it correct. Chris, what do you think? Play for the Orphans. What do you think?
Playing for the Orphans, I'm going to say that it's going to be 12.
12. Bon Petit, newly minted VIP, coming in with 15. Let's take a look. Shifty, no 2s involved. It's 35.
Nobody got it.
But 2 more chances, Shifty, to score. 2 more chances to score.
Very, very high. All right, let's go with the bottom row on the far right.
Bottom row on the far right.
And I'm thinking 26. Again, go with 26.
26. That was your disputed number last time. This time I will
I like
firmly remember you said 26. It's a good number for you. Chat, what do you got for me? Poostu's, I think that Poostu one is old. Cat Guy Bob, 15. Sticking with that 15. 3 from Fecal Stewart. Your arch nemesis. Sun King and Visk coming in simultaneous with 11s. 26 we're looking for Shifty. Let's take a look. Shift. It's a 20. That's not going to do it for you, but somebody had a 20. Who had a 20, Chris?
Sun King from, but isn't that from last time?
No, I don't think so.
He said 11.
Oh, no, he had 11
No,
from
He gets nothing.
for this
He's
time.
awarded no points.
No points.
I got one left, right? Okay.
You got one left.
Got one left.
You got one left. And you know what, Shifty?
Uh-huh.
Let's hold on. Let's make this interesting. I want you to win some points. We just scratched a 20. I think the next one will be higher or lower.
Well, I can see the one to the middle left that's a 22. Let's go with that one as high.
No, you can't pick that one. You can't pick that one. That one's burned.
Oh, it's burnt. Okay. You're sloppy. It's a sloppy show.
It is a sloppy show. You know what? You get what you pay for with this show.
Yeah, you pay nothing. You get whatever we do.
Exactly. You could get something. You
Damn.
could get more than nothing. Shifty, right now, you could get yourself a bunch of Kojak cards. A bunch of them. Look at this.
I
Great
want those
stuff.
Kojak
And not only
cards
that,
so bad.
but I'm throwing in
I'm going to buy some
free
sleeves,
Kevin
for them.
Dobsons. Yeah. You're going to want to buy
Give me
sleeves.
some card protectors off of Amazon.
Look at this. Roger Robinson. Famed actor. Part of August Wilson's, usual crew. I think he starred in, 6 opening August Wilson plays. Amazing actor.
No, I should look those up on
Slumming it
eBay.
on
They could be worth a fortune. They could be.
They could be.
They could be.
It could be.
I could become the new kingpin of Kojak cards.
I like that there was an old kingpin of Kojak cards.
It was Kojak.
It was Kojak.
Well, I mean, back in the 70s, there had to be, right?
Right, but it was probably a child.
Yeah, it was one Danish kid with a
Yeah.
with real lax supervision.
Yeah, we haven't talked about this before, but I also have the gum from the Kojak cards.
Oh, there's gum? I didn't. You know, nobody said there was gum.
There's gum. This is 1970s.
I mean, we're talking about
gum.
50
Look at that.
something year old gum.
Look at that. That one's
It's
briny.
gotta be dope. It's gotta
Look
be
at this
delicious.
one. Disgusting.
Oh, that one has mold on it.
Yeah.
I do remember the baseball card gum that was hard as a rock.
This is that.
Oh, yeah.
This is that, but it's from 1972.
Well, I think for my last one, I'm going to go bottom row all the way to the left. And I'm thinking 13. I haven't seen the 13 come up. 13.
Tell you what, I'm going to give you 50 points if you're correct on 13, but I'm going to give you another chance to win some points. So you're saying lower than the 20.
Yeah, lower, 13.
Lower and 13. No one else can do higher or lower. That's a Shifty only, but I'll take numbers from everyone else. 4 from Cat Guy Bob, 8 from Visk, 3 from Pooh Stew. 5 from Sun King. 'Liza, it's been nice to have you back in the chat. It's been a minute. Always love seeing Liza around here. Liza has some of the nicest energy of the Desperate Losers crew. Brings a lot of kindness and heart. Always love seeing Liza.
Yeah, I miss Starshine Kitten. She should come back.
I
more
know.
often.
She called in the one time, and we have not seen her in a long time. Let's take a look. Shifty, that's an all-around loser for you.
All around loser.
All-around loser. But Shifty, you
Loser
did
for
win
everyone.
a lot of points today. Loser for everyone.
There's always next week.
You know what? We'll give you a point for this, Shifty.
You're all a bunch of ditch-dwelling hobgoblins. I know that.
That's a very old one. I barely remember that one.
They're randomized, man. Like, you know, your new
That was like in the first month.
Yeah. Cat Guy Bob, do call in next week. We always love to see it. Shifty, any closing words?
Everybody have a safe and happy Memorial Day weekend.
That's beautiful. You know what, Shifty, for that warm message, 2 points. 2 points. We reward kindness on this show. Have a good one, Shifty. I hope you have a very safe and fun time watching this George Michael, obviously a Christian band. I'm just going to come out and say it. It's obviously...
Well, that's not
obviously
until like 2
actually
weeks.
George Michael, and I think he's a Christian now.
That's in 2 weeks. I'll be sure to light up the Discord with the footage.
Yeah, please do. I really want to
Light
see
it
This
up.
weekend I'm just gonna mow the yard. I'm gonna do a lot of yard work, that kind of thing this weekend. It's not gonna be fun.
Nice. Don't send us videos of that. That's boring.
I will call in crazily though and not remember it.
I'm sure you will.
Yep.
Sure you will. All right, Shifty. Thank you.
Later, guys.
Chris, what a show.
What a show. What a day.
What a day. You know what? And the fun does not stop. We got that Discord left. And, of course, you can always call the phone line anytime we're not on the air. You leave a message.
24/7.
Yeah. I've got some cool weekend plans. I'm going to be putting up some flyers with Avi around New York City.
New York City?
New York City, yeah. He'll probably win a bunch of points. This would be a good time for anybody who's been thinking about doing flyers. Do a bunch of them. Because you don't want to see Avi just run away with this. I got so many flyers. I'm not going to give him... Well, we'll see. We'll see. But Avi's going to win a lot of points. Guaranteed this weekend. We should have a New York City meetup. Liza VP, excellent idea. We'll sort that out. We got a Discord for that now. Get on it. Anybody watching? There's 17 people on Twitch, 5 on YouTube. We've never had that many people on YouTube. Welcome, YouTubers. If you follow the show, you'll get points. And not only that, but first-time chatters from YouTube, get in here. Get 20 points. Get it. Love seeing the YouTubes. We could visit Canal Street. The show used to be run out of Canal Street. Of course, now it's, probably just a fucking sweet leaf or something like that. Something real sad. Anyway, Chris, any final words before we say goodbye?
No, yeah. Watch out where the Huskies go, and don't you eat that yellow snow.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.